Hello everyone. We are working in instrument index module, and in last lecture we have discussed about how to create a device panel and associated cable with the device panel, because device panel required each electronic item where cabling is required, just like flow meter, transmitters, any transmitters like pressure transmitters, level transmitter, temperature transmitter, flow transmitters, or any other like conductivity transmitters, any switches, positioners, solenoid valve, limit switches, everything we need to do the wire. So for every types of instrument, we need to provide a device panel where we can terminate the cable. Now, in this instrument index module, we will work on creation of loop and creation of tag. So how you will create the loop? So first of all, you will be having PNID, because the input required for instrument index preparation in any engineering design project will be the PNID. First of all, you will review the PNID and you can start making instrument index in SPI. So first of all, you will need to go to the particular area, because you pick the particular area PNID. So what you need to do, expand the area. Whenever you will expand the area, there will be at least three folders. One is loops folder, and second one is instrument folder, and third one is electrical device. So what you need to do, you need to create the loop on loop folder, and you need to create the instrument on instrument folder. As we know that some instruments have no loops required, just like local instrument, any gauges or non-electronic items. In that case, that tag number can be created in instrument. And if you are creating tags having loops, any electronic item or any instrument which produce the signals or receive the signals is required in loops. Either it will be in open loop or in closed loop. So any electronic item, we need to create its loop in loop folder. So how you will create the loop? If you want to check the already created loop, then these are the loops. Whenever you will create, then automatically it will come under this sections anywhere. So alphabetically and uh, serial wise it will sorted here. If you want to filter that you can see only F type of loop, then you can filter it from here. And if you want to see only P type loop, then also you can filter. So how you can filter? From here also you can make the filtration. You can here also you can make the filtrations. From here you can make the reference. So you can filter out. So a particular types of loop will be showing here. If you want to filter out any single loop, then it can also show here. Just like make it filter, and you can write there. If you want to put the tag number, then you can select the tag number. It will show here, like its drawing number, its loop number, its equipment number, its function, anything you can make here, and just make the operator here less than or equal to n value. So by this way you can filter your loops. Similarly, you can also write here, and also you can filter this one with the loop number. Just like if you put 5000, 5001, and operator will be live. Then property will be, it is not showing here because of some limitations, but it will show. It will definitely show. That's why you need to do by this way. Means whenever you will be working any particular project that is completely installed and completely developed by admin, then definitely it will work. So by this way you can filter loops or any particular types of loop. And if you want to create a loop, then you can go with the right, go to the new, and go to the loop. So it will ask to provide the loop number. So how you will provide the loop number? Loop number providing will be the particular philosophy for any special particular types of projects. For every client, every project, the philosophy can be different. I'll let you know in basic way, like whenever you will provide the loop number, then you have to provide an alphabet that is related to the process. Just like if you are create the flow meter, flow instrument loop, then the alphabet F will be used. And if you are creating L means level, P means pressure loop, T means temperature loop. So by this way you can create. And then you need to press the tab, because tab is required so that if you have any particular philosophy of space, then it will automatically go. So I can put here 0103, just like I am putting the loop number by seeing on pin ID. So again, if it will accept it, then this window will appear. If it will not accept it, then this window will not appear. So when this window will appear, then it will show some data, like you need to put the loop service, you need to put old number if any, you need to select the process variable. These data you need to fill. So loop service you better know. So based on pin ID you can put it like hot water supply. I make it as a reference. And process variable is flow. Similarly, you can change it also process variable based on the pin ID based on your requirement. If any process variable or measured variable not showing here, then you can also add it from these three dots. These three dots, always remember, these three dots are for modification purpose or any additions or modification purpose only or deletion purpose. So anywhere if you see this, that means you can do in that particular area, you can make the changes. So if any you want to add, then you can go with this and you can create by name. So any alphabet you can assign and any process you can mention here. So it will create. Although if you will work in already installed SPI, then mostly these things will be there already. If any special variables is not there, then you can add. Again, the loop type. Loop type also you need to provide, like it is open loop or it is closed loop, it is electrical loop or DCS loop, PLC loop, anything if you want to mention here, you can. So just like I am considering it's a open loop. Again, pin ID. See, if any loop is completed in any single pin ID, then you can mention. Otherwise, you can left it, because you need to provide the pin ID number for all the tags within this loop. But if you want to provide loop pin ID number also here, then you can, but make sure that all complete loop is in the same pin ID, or the main function of the loop is in any single pin ID. Then only you can assign. So I will suggest you not to write down the pin ID on the loop. Better to make your pin ID in tag, and always unselect it, because if you will select any of these, then that particular parameters or things will be applied to other tags, with all the tags within this loop. So do not select this. If you are sure that all the loops have same, all the tags within this loop have same pin ID number, same service and same equipment tag, then you can select. So that within this loop, if suppose there is 5 tags, then all the 5 tags have automatically pin ID, service and equipment will be assigned. And if you want to put any notes, then you can add it here. This will require whenever you will do the loop drawing also, because sometimes for any particular loop you need to provide particular notes, so that you can provide here and apply and you can make. So do you want to create a new tag number that will associated with this new loop? So if you want to create the tag also, then you can create it. If you don't want to create now, then you can click on no. Means later also you can create the tag within this loop, or at the same time also you can create. So Suppose we don't want to create, and later we will create it. First of all, see where is your loop. So you have created 10 dash f dash 0103. So you can find here. So in f you can find. So this is your tag, I mean loop that you have created it. But this is just loop. There is no any tag within this loop. So what you need to do, you need to create the tag number also. So how you can create? You can go to the new and you can go to the instrument and you need to click the IT and click on the OK. So as we know that within the same loop, the tagging philosophy will be the same. Like it's a serial number 0103 will be same. If it is different, then you can correct it. Otherwise, it will automatically show like 0103 for FIT also. So based on pin ID, you can make the changes. Now you need to select the instrument type. So there are predefined instrument types are available in SPI. If any instrument type is not there, then you can create. I will let you know how to create, but most of the important instrument types will be there. So suppose we are considering the flow transmitter. So whether you want a mass flow, then it will mass flow. Otherwise, any simple flow transmitter, then you can select it. You don't want to make it check type of, and you can let it. Now the service, any service you can mention. Just now we have hot water supply I am putting here, for example. Now the status, what is the status of any instrument? So status means it is existing instrument, it's a new instrument, it's a furnished by other I mean package, and it's a, yeah, new replacement, anything could be there. So what you want you can mention here. Just like I'm putting it new device, that means we are going to purchase these loops. Okay. So again location. So location can be different, just like we are considering as common field. This is the field location. Now the system IO type. So we know that any transmitters, if it is in field, then it will be analog input for system, either it is PLC or control system. So this is analog. Any certification, then you can select it. Yeah, just like intrinsically safe. If any certification that you want to put here but it is not showing, then you can create from by the three dots. Again, the equipment number you can select it if it is there in this list. If not, then you can create it from here. For example, I can let you know how to create the equipment tag by creating new 10 dash P dash 101. Anything you can create. You can make rename it or water. So it will, you can select it. Now onwards in for the second tag, whenever you will go to create, automatically it will be in drop down. So you not need to create it again second time. Just select. Then the line number you need to check it from pin ID. Create it first of all, and then you can select. Remember, one line you need to create for the only one time. It will automatically it will be in drop down. So whenever you are going to create any new line, then you need to create from here. I will let you know in details because it's quite a big topic. So just let it. First of all, we need to see how we can create a tag. Then all we will discuss about the instrument types, all these things in details. So here you can select the line number. For example, anything I can selecting from here. Then the period, if it's showing in your list, then you can select it. If it is not showing, then you can go with this three dots. This is also you will see manufacturer and model number. You can write down here if you have. But generally, in starting of a project, we do not have the model and manufacturer name. So whenever it will be available, you can add it. And then anything here, that's okay, then apply and then okay. So you have created this one flow transfer. Again, you want to create any other instrument within this loop, then you can go with this Just like we want to create IC, FIC. Click OK. So this is FIC. Now you need to search where the FIC, it is there or not. If it is not there, then you need to create. It is not there. So how you will do? So as of now, you can select any of this as of now, and later we will update it or we will create it. So you have selected this instrument type FI. Suppose you want to create FIC. FIC, flow indication controller. Apply. So now it's changed. Again, status, it is new. Location. Now you see, you are getting FIC. That means it is indication and control. So this is the part of system. So you can select your system. IO type. This is not any IO type because this is not hardware. This is a soft thing. So you can select the soft. Again, equipment number. These things will not be applicable for it. So you can apply and you can OK. So this way you have created two tags. Again, you want to create any or any more tag, then you can go with the new options and we can create FV. So let's try for closed loop. So you can see hot water supply. Now go to the status. It's a new device. Location, it's in a field, and it's a analog output type. Equipment, you can select. Line, you can select. PNID, you can select. Manufacturer model number, you will update later. See, all three tags are created. Now you can see these three instruments already will be there here in your list. Just like you can see your FV is already created here. I mean, this is not created, this is just reflecting. All the loops will be shown in this loop folder, and all the instrument, either it is created in loop directly or it is created in instrument folder. It will show instrument folder complete. All the PG, TG, all the instrument tag, it will show here. But in loops, you can show only those instruments by expanding loop for which you have created the tag. So it's a confusion for a few freshers that when we will choose the loop folder for creating instrument tag and when we will choose the instrument folder. So remember, if any tag, if it is part of loop, then you must create within the loop folder and in the particular loop. And if it is not related to any loop, then you can go with the direct instrument folder. Just like go with this new and new. So I can create it okay, and then tab it 0103 or anything. 0103. Now you have to select your instrument type. So right here PG. If it is there, then it will ask. Sometimes in SPI some mention PI. It will pressure indication means pressure gauge. So you can select it. So now this is asking for loop. So you can deny it, cancel. Okay, so there is no any loop will be created. Now this is the pressure gauge measuring the pressure of any tank or any line. Convention, the hot water supply pressure. You can let it with the hot water supply as well, because add short edge service will be better. Status is it is new device. Location is on field. It is not related to the system IO, so we can put it blank. Equipment number, yes, we can put if it is there. Line number, it is also required. If it is on line, then you can mention the line. If it is on equipment only, then you can put the equipment only. P&D number also you can select. Manufacturer model number as per the available. Apply and OK. So now you can see you have created your pressure gauge. It should show here. You can see this is the pressure gauge you have created. So see, because we are creating the pressure gauge, so that's why we choose to create here in instrument, because we don't want the loop for it. So if you want to create in tag, suppose you are going to create the pressure transmitter and you selected this instrument folder, then again it will ask for loop. If you will provide at that time a loop, then it will automatically go here also loop number, otherwise only instrument will be created here. So by this way we can create loops and instruments. Now in the next lecture we will learn how to change the loop property and how to change the instrument or tags property.